Boom! All right, Kenman here. Today we have another TwoSun. This is the second one we've looked at from the Gr8fulDong collection. He ordered a couple of these, had them shipped to me first so I could check them out, share them all with you, and then we'll get them sent to him so he can add them to his collection. Another TwoSun. What do we got here? We'll look at the other one in a second. Boom, there it is, the beauty right there. Gently boxed on the floor. Mini bag gently placed next to it on the floor. Today, we're looking at the TwoSun TS32 Hawkbill whale belly gorgeousness. This thing is wild in many ways. So was the last TwoSun that he showed, or he ordered this group. There's some wild stuff. I'm enjoying it. Let's break it down, soak it in. Here it is. Crazy stuff. The TwoSun TS32 says on the blade right there, M390 on that blade. Got the TwoSun logo on this side here. And then we have this really nice titanium handle with what I'm kind of calling a whale belly. If you think of a big like blue whale or a giant whale, that texture, this is some deep groove, heavy textured grooves, just like a whale's belly. I dig it. Very interesting design here on this knife. Okay, so TwoSun TS32 blade is solid. Hawkbill, interesting kind of a design, shape, reverse Tonto tip there. It kind of curves all the way around, and then you got this hard straight line on the end. It is not sharp right there. Big old fuller hole for opening up. Easy to get. Every time I say easy to or something on a video, that's when you fail. Easy to get into that hole, like it's access. Flicks out fairly well as well. Words. Slow down. Take a breath. Rewind it. Play it back. Definitely cool looking. Jimps back here on the handle, but none up on the blade. Huge, strong backbone of this blade. That is thick. We'll measure it in a second here, but I'd love to see some jimps up on there. No choke up spot. That is just a choil for sharpening. You could kind of try to get up in there, but it's kind of uncomfortable with this right here. So that's the main grip. Index finger right in there. You can get your thumb on those jimps. That's why there's a few more jimps out there. Would be nice. It does feel good. Nice ripping motion, tearing through a box and stuff. That really puts that point out there on that draw cut for doing some work with that reverse grind on there. All right, so full frame lock on this titanium here. Bigger clips. I mean, it's not that big of a clip, but it's a shorter blade, shorter knife all around. So the clip is large for the actual size of the knife. So when I go to flick out as a righty, no big deal. You're resting like that. Drop her down, swing her shut. As a lefty, if you put your thumb on that lock bar, sometimes you can put pressure on that like this, and it won't open. In this case, the clip is large enough that I can kind of rest more on the clip, and it flips out no problem at all. So if you're a lefty, that is something that I always kind of consider when I'm checking out new knives. Got a captive pivot on there. Cool looking kind of a Mercedes notch cut into that side, just a flat on the other. Flicks out nice. Feels good in the hand. This could be a nice user, tearing through some boxes, doing some work. You like Hawkbills? What do you think about them? Comment below. Anybody have one of these? What would you use this for? Big back spacer there with some kind of fragged jimps. Makes for a nice grip. Clip cannot be swapped to the other side. It's got kind of follows the wavy S pattern of the whale belly. Looks like there's some micro texture. If you look on the raised sections, I don't know if that shows up on camera, but there is some micro milling lines. There they are on the raised portions. This is a really cool surface texture. I enjoy that. I've not seen it before, but the whale belly, I would like to see more of it. It's kind of cool. Anybody see that on any other knives? What TwoSun knives do you have in your collection? Tell us below. What should we check out? A couple thumb fails there. We're getting it. I did notice it looks like, see these jimps right here? Those jimps look like they would be high enough up to be for like a front flipping action, but this has to go up, and you can't really push that down and in from the angle it's at. But to me, that looks like that should be a front flipper. I cannot get it to go at all. I've tried to just push, and the blade needs to get pulled out that direction. And you can't really push that down into there like that. So I guess it's not really a front flipper, or if it is, someone has to be an absolute beast to get that to do anything. It would be cool if it did have a front flip though. Blade is solid, no play, sitting right in the center there. Strong detent. Almost a little too strong, makes it kind of, you've seen a few fails that I've had on this video so far. I don't mind it though. A stiffer detent is generally better than a weak one. That definitely pulls in quite, boom, it's solid, it's in there. Couple fails though here and there, which is fine. Screw does stick out proud. They got that little relief cut there, give it a little bit of curve, but then the screw bumps out. I'm not really a fan of that. Jimps on this other side as well, give you some grip on that back side where your pinky, my pinky almost falls off. I have a larger hand. It's like a 3 7/8 finger grip. Is that legit? Sure. Hawkbills. I have a few in the collection, not many, but I could have a few more. Not really a daily carry, but they are cool looking. 6 1/8 end to end. Definitely a short one. 2 3/4 on the blade. You could say 3 at that big cross angle, or straight across there, but it's about 2 3/4 on the blade with a 2.5 inch cutting surface with a inverted reverse belly. 3 5/8 on the handle. Definitely a smaller, kind of a fifth pocket user, which isn't bad because it is smaller. That'd be that secondary, so then the blade shape and stuff isn't as important because you got your main knife still. 0.15, nice and thick. I appreciate that. Starts to drop down there. So the 1.5 carries out to here, and then it slowly tapers to the end. Nice looking reverse. Sharpening this kind of, it's not that much though. Might not be as difficult. What does everyone feel about sharpening these bad boys? 0.48 on that handle. Thinnest spot there on that finger choil area. 0.82. Thickest past it, 1.12. Thickest on the blade, 1.2. Battery's still kicking. Still flashes, not giving up. The live forever battery. I've been talking about this lately. The backside where it tapers off, I tend to like a little more weight or beef on the back with my size of hand. It just, if I put my finger right there and then grab, that's just much more comfortable than a tinier spot. That's personal preference though. If you have a smaller hand, it might not you might not even notice in this case. Okay, the Drop Bear Compare brought to you by Kaiser. Oh, I didn't weigh it. I gotta weigh it. We're gonna do that still. Pause for the cause. Here we go. Get some weight. 3.22. The Drop Bear Compare. 3.29. Very similar, even though it's definitely smaller. So 3.22. Ah, come on. Only on the video do I fail as much. So the drop bear is a great clutch lock. Kaiser's pretty much kind of a main knife. They have a lot of different variety and options of these, from budget all the way to premium. Really good user. Not quite full size. Good drop bear compare. 1/2 inch shorter on the front and about the 1/2 inch or so shorter on the back as well. Check one out. Okay, the other TwoSun that Gr8fulDong sent me is this one right here. This little guy is also wild. This is the TS417. Ultimately, these two are actually about the same size. Handle length is really similar. Blade shape is significantly different, but almost the same. The Hawkbill is just slightly longer. Tell me these aren't cool. Gr8fulDong's got some really fun taste. He and I agree on a lot of things, and I love these. This is some fun stuff. But now more hijacking the video. We're looking at the TS32 today with the Hawkbill and the whale belly on that titanium. M390 in titanium. Nice premium set of materials. Fun little Hawkbill. Let's get a paper cut test. My paper flew away. And we're back. These are new. He ordered them brand new and had them sent to me first. So this is what it's like right out of the box. Wow. I'm trying to get thin. I've noticed it's already sharp, so I'm trying to, there we go. Do that. Look at these little curlies. Thin, wispy piggy tails. That is fantastic. Solid 9 out of 10 on the sharp scale right there. Can't be unhappy with that. What would you use this for? Comment below. Is this something you would have in your collection or you would pass? I think it's cool. I would definitely be happy to have it in the collection. Really digging this texture. I'd like to see more of it. It's unique though. I don't think it would fit on everything, but I would like to see some more of it. What do you think? Thanks again to Gr8fulDong. Great taste in some stuff, and I appreciate you all your contributions and support of the channel, sending me some cool stuff to share with everyone. Here's another one from TwoSun. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.